from this computer. Okay, I will launch the poll. Please answer that. Okay, launch polling. So please um, uh, answer everyone. One voter. Only six people in the class. I mean, how many people voted?
Oh, I'm answering.
Okay.
All right.
What's the other option?
There are two options. Only we want like similar to midterm one, so which is having questions, theoretical questions and answer, or just only the programming part.
If it only programming, it's gonna be really hard or no?
Did you feel hard of the second programming? It will be similar to the second one, creating the flowers. Was it hard, Shantita?
I have no idea.
You mean I saw your output. You created a flower.
Well, got to listen for other students too.
Okay. Okay, one more student didn't vote. I don't know who is the student. Okay, waiting for the last person to vote. Okay, let me share 14 students. It will not be hard. It will be like programming question means it will be similar to the programming too. So I'll give you the this thing. I have an entire day for you. You don't have any theory questions. You see the output, and I will give the option for you to code in Blender and code in
Nice.
3.js. So if you want, you can code in Blender or 3.js. Go ahead, Miguel or Jeremiah. I don't know who was that. Any questions, Jeremiah?
Oh, it's good that you give us an option to do it in Blender too.
Yeah. So because Blender I taught only last week, I just started and it was very fast. And some of the students were not comfortable with Python programming. So either you have to do the coding in Blender or you have to do the coding in 3.js. Either way, it's fine. So let me end the polling. So 14 students were there, and let me share the results. So this was the result of the poll. All right. Any questions? So there are 14 students, but there are 15 participants, but I have only 14 students. So it will be having only one programming question. So it will be similar to the programming 2 assignment. So it will not be very difficult or not very easy. It will be similar to the programming 2 assignment, and you can either do in Blender or in 3.js. So I give the option to you. Okay, but you have to code. You cannot graphically place everything in the use the GUI part. You should not use the GUI to place the objects in the scene or create the model. You have to program to create. This is procedural modeling, right? So you have to do that. So you have option to code in Blender, Python, Blender Python, or in 3.js. Okay, this is the results. Let me stop share results. Okay, and okay, and other than that, I just want to talk about obj file. Obj file format. So you can import obj file in basically in Blender or in 3.js, and the obj file looks like this. If you read the file inside, it is going to have are you able to see my screen, right?
Yep.
So it is going to have vertex information. So all these vertex information, then all the vertices and texture coordinates. So that is for texturing, and a list of vertex normals. As you know that you have a normal per vertex, that is VN vertex normal. And I'm not sure what is this one. Okay, I never used this. Then face elements. So what are the faces that what are the vertices that make the faces? Okay, that is going to be the you can read about the obj file, or you can simply explained. So it is going to have all this information, right? So obj file, you can read about obj file. Let me minimize this. I'm not able to. Right. So this OBJ file is going to have all this information. Okay. So let us download a OBJ file and import in Blender so that you know how the OBJ file. Let me find 3D models for Blender. I think this free 3D model, I think Turbo Squid, I think you have to create an account, and this one is fine. So you can go, you have several 3D models. So this is in whatever model you want to take. Let me just, some are free. You can see that these are free, right? And low poly female model or rigged male human model. So this is all blend, and this is an OBJ. So this is an OBJ. Let's go for this one, or let us go for this one. Let us get a good model. Search for a good model, obj.blend. Maybe this one. You can also have the texture model also. So whatever model you want to choose, you can choose that. Okay. Download for. Okay, I think I'm downloading it, and then unzip that. You can download whatever model you want to. This is not OBJ 3D properties. This is not OBJ file. This is OBJ file. If I open this OBJ file, what happens is that open with, choose another app. Let me open with text, notepad. See, the OBJ file is just this one. It is just a notepad file. It has this format. Okay. The OBJ file has the list of vertices. Okay. See all these vertices that make the model. So it has a list of vertices. And you can write a program to create this OBJ file. In this format, you can write a C program or C++ program. Generally, in college, in school, they ask you to do, write a, it will has to output as a, you can write this easily, right? OBJ file is then vertex coordinate is this vertex texture, vertex texture. Then you have faces. Okay, what are the vertices that makes the faces, and finally you have. So this is a big file, right? And you have vertex normal too. So somewhere vertex normal should be there. It's not there means it will not draw the normal. I think this file doesn't have the normal. Okay, you should let us. So don't open this one. Okay, let me go to Blender and let me create a new this one and go to file option. Import should be there, and the import and this wavefront.obj, open that and go to downloads. Where is it download? I cannot see document. It is was in downloads, system bookmarks. I don't know how to add another bookmark. Okay, here is a download folder. So I'm going to this file. I'm going to open the OBJ file. So you see that the model has been loaded in Blender, right? You can go to edit mode and see the, you have to select this. I think I selected this. You have to select this and then edit mode tab. You can see the wire mesh of this object, right? So similarly, you can open OBJ file in 3.js as well, and add some difficulty. That's why I didn't teach you how to open in 3.js. 3.js also you can open this. So are you able to download this? I mean, are you able to? You can download any files. Need not be this. Okay, you can download any files that is available for free. Okay, so this it is whatever the file. So these are some are like these are called as assets, right? So So the house assets is there. Let us try this house. This looks good. I mean, free. Let us download this. Okay. And download this and see whether you can load this. I don't have, because yesterday my system crashed and unfortunately I have to reinstall everything. So I don't have WinRAR, so I had to download all this stuff. Okay. 64-bit. Why this is coming in different language? English. Buy. I don't want to buy. I think it's all fine. Okay. Done. Let me open this downloads. Where is the downloads? I download this. I think this building all, right? So extract to this one and building all. So here there is building. So this we will open this building 4. We will open that as well. Let's see whether we can open import and this wavefront.obj, and let me go back and building all and obj. So I have imported the whole building. So this one is placed here, so we can move this. So I will select this. This is in edit mode, so object mode, right? And I can move this. So I can create assets for my model. That's what I'm trying to say. So the assets, I can create assets for my this thing. And if you have if you create I mean whatever in Blender or whatever, you can also put that for free for others to use. Sometimes you can make money out of it. Some of the assets are, some people sell it for $5, you know, and these are used in movies, or you know, you need these assets for particular things. So particular, you know, particular, you have to look on. So this looks real, so you can load this asset and see how it looks like. Okay, some are texture, comes with texture, some just don't come with texture. So try to get these assets and import that in Blender. And similarly you can do that in 3.js object loader. If you go to object loader, and I'm not going to write the code, I'm not going to show you how, because I had some problem, was having error, so I had to look onto the error. But you can create constant loader is equal to new object loader, right? Instantiate, then you have, this is the monster.obj. So this is where it is in the models folder, loader.load, and this is the code. You can, it should work, but I think I made some mistakes. So this is how you load and you load that model and add as a, you know, scene. Okay, scene.add load object. Okay, you can load that object into the 3.js. So this is the function to load model object obj file in 3.js. Okay, are you able to do this? Get these models? I can wait. Shantida, Ryan is here. Freddy, are you able to do that?
Yeah, give me 1 minute.
Let me try something. Let me. Okay, let me have this model alone and press X, delete. Oh, I delete this one, X. Shift A, I'll add a plane. It added in the different place. Shift C to move the cursor. Shift A, I will add a plane, scale the plane. I have a plane and I have this model, right? So I have this model selected. So I have to select this model, right click to select the model and go to particle system, new particles, and it gets animated. So the particles are there and you can see that particles are dropping from him. And this is how I did the one I showed you before. Okay, particles are falling from that object, right? I want to try one more stuff, and here plane, I can add collision, and let me just go and add collision. I added collision. I clicked on the collision, so I selected the plane and clicked on the collision. So here you have collision options, and now you can see that these balls are not, they are not falling. Okay, let me just you cannot see the, I mean, you can, there is stickiness and all these factors are there. You can play with these factors. Let me add an icosphere. Let me add an icosphere, and we can put in the next layer. So I don't know how to move to different layers. So M command, okay, moves to different layer. So I had put this icosphere in this layer, and M for moving that into different layer. Okay, so these are layers at the bottom, so you can have different layers, and I think if you shift select, it will display all the layers. If you unselect, it will remove this, and I want to show this layer alone, and I select this object and this particle system, right? And then I have this option called as object here, and here I will select options are not shown. Okay, I don't know why. Shift here, let me add an icosphere again. It should show icosphere. Let me select this. I think it is not there or not. I mean, let me just let me select this and go to display. Other day I did, but now I cannot do. For what reason it is not highlighting? Okay, it's I had to click here. I clicked at the wrong place. Let me delete this icosphere. I don't need this icosphere, right? Because I have icosphere in the other layer. So I move to the other layer, the icosphere, and now I can select this model. Okay, select this, then only this option will get displayed. And here you can select over here and select icosphere. Now the object will be modeled as this one, and these objects are disappearing, I think. So these objects are disappearing, so you should not disappear. So here there is lifetime of the particle, right? You have this lifetime of the particle. Select this object and go to this particle system, and here the top there's lifetime. So how long the particles will be alive. So I will make the particles to be alive for 250 frames, okay, the entire time frame. So I'm not making it. So, and I can increase the particles to 10,000, and now I will go. This is the time. This is where you play the animation, right? And now I had 10,000 particles.
Oh.
And I don't know, it is jumping off. I don't
Is
know
it
why.
is it gonna keep on making all those particles?
It is going to emit those particles. It is going to emit like how many particles? It is going to emit starting from frame 1 until frame 200 is going to emit particles. So it's emitting 10,000 particles.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it is going to emit until 200 frames. If you want to emit only for 10 frames, you can just change into 10 frames. Then here, in that case, all the particles will be emitted within the 10 frames. See? And it is jumping like anything. I don't know. You have to, because I added the collision, right? So if you go here, select this plane, and where is the physics for this plane physics collision? Okay, the collision, I think you have to have absorption is 0, I think. I don't know what is absorption. Particle damping, you can damping, you can, there is no damping. Let us increase the damping and see what happens. Okay, see, now the particles are settling on the plane, right?
Okay.
So there are various, and then particle frictions are there, and this is how I animated, right, my stuff. Okay, and let me scale this plane little bit more, and you can I don't know what is force fields absorption you can place with these parameters. There are so many parameters. Soft particle stickiness, okay, whether the particles are sticky or not. Okay, let us make sticky or whatever. So, and you can
Shoot.
you can play with these parameters, and particle friction, everything I'll keep random. So let me, because there is no friction, whatever it is just okay. I think I should not, it just went away. Play with these parameters and see what, now I think it's okay. Now it is all settling down all together at one place. It is not going anywhere. Another other trick I did was that I think what I did, I have moved this into second layer. So M for moving it, and I reverse this. It's not showing. Okay, so I think it should be, I don't know how I made it to disappear in my animation. Okay, let me undo it. Okay, so hope you can get this. Okay, are you able to get this effect? Anyone has any questions?
I think I missed the part somewhere, but let me see if I can get.
See, here the problem occurs. This is a known problem because some of the particles will penetrate to this thing because it is using discrete time step simulation, right? And in which it is below, above the plane, and then it goes below the frame. In between, it is not detecting. So there's a problem with we cannot exactly make it detect. It will pass because some of the particles you see, it's pouring through the, it's going down. Okay, even though the collision is made, but some of the particles will go down. So that is we cannot avoid that. Okay, and this is how I made that simulation. Okay, I am just want to enable, I don't know what is smoke. This and fluid. Let me enable. I'm just it's not doing anything. But if you want to see from the camera point of view, press 0 on the keyboard. Mean numpad 0. Okay, the camera is here, right? Press 0. It's not switching. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to my camera. So I had to press camera 0. It's not working for today. If I press 0, it should show from the camera point of view. I don't know how for you it's working or not. Press 0 on the keyboard. It should show from the camera. I'm not sure why it's not working for me. View through camera is option is there. So camera, active camera numpad 0, but my numpad is not working. So okay, this is the camera point of view. And as I said, if you can press N on the keyboard, you can adjust the camera. So lock camera to view, and I want the camera to be in the front, and I want to move and go back and moving the camera. I want this to be in the entire frame, right? So I can relocate the camera. So you have to press the tick mark here, lock camera to view, press 0 on the keyboard. So this will be the camera. So the camera is positioned like this. Now if you want to render this, you can render it. So this is going to render the current frame. Okay, render the current frame. Okay, so this is going to render the current frame. Of course, you don't have any kind of lights and other stuff, so your model is going to come like this. So you have to add textures, lights, and the stuff in this one. So if I want to break from this view, only option is that you have to go to 3D view, click on here on the left side, 3D view will go here, right? And at 140th frame, I have at, I think, let me go to the select that object and particle systems. I think should end at let's say 60 frames, so I can show you. Okay, 60 frame. Now I can render this from the camera point of view, how the object, so that from the camera point of view it looks like this. Okay, if you don't like this, you don't like how the particles are appearing, you can press 0. For me 0 is not okay. Okay, now it's working. So if you go to the icosphere put in this one, so I can attach, I can make this icosphere to be having materials, and I can use a cycles render, and I can have some color to this, and I can add subdivision modifier. I can add modifier and maybe smooth it. There's different kind of modifiers that are there. So I think subdivision surface, I can smooth this to be more like a, it was not good, right? And now let us come here. So now it has changed the color. So press, so you don't have to press, you can just press. So now it is going to come with the colors, right? Similarly, you can attach colors for the guy also, right? So 3D view, and you can attach colors for the guys, but let me go to the second layer. So I have this icosphere, so I can go to the icosphere and I can change the material. I can change whatever color I want. I can make more. I mean, I think I showed you in the last class, right? So you and this surface is use nodes, and you can select something more like shiny, glossy, or glass. And roughness, you can choose some roughness factor. And let me go back to my main screen and then render. So now it's more glassy, so you have to render and see what it looks like. So this is by trial and error, you have to get it. Okay, let me move to the last frame. So how do I move to the last frame? Is I go to 3D view, and okay, so let me go and render this part. Okay, this part is good, so let me see how it looks like. So this looks like this. Okay, this you have seen in a lot of movies, right? I mean, particle system, they attach, if you see in movies like Mummy, right? Mummy movie, you see that these insects are coming from the body, right? So they all use this particle system. Okay, so it's you can see that, you can play with these parameters and you can see how it looks like, right? So this is more glassy, right? You can see if you add more lights, you can see this is really glassy, right? Are you able to do this?
Hey, so I'm starting over from the beginning. So how did you get to the part where you have to open up the particles, like the settings? Or
That's very simple. I can add another, I will show you another object. Let me add a cube, right? Let me add a cube to the scene, right? This is a cube. and select the cube, go to this this one, okay, and then you can add a particle system, create a new. You have to select the object first, and then go to this icon over here, a type of active data to display in it. So particles, right? Select that and new, so that automatically adds particle system to the cube. Now you have two particle systems, right?
Oh, so you're clicking on the object first where you want the
Yeah,
particle.
exactly.
Okay.
Something I used in my was keyed particle system. You can Google about keyed particle system, and that is going to take a lot of time. I'm not going to, but you can play with this. And let me just delete this cube. I just added this. Let me select this. You can see the normal is this one. You can normal is emitter object and rotation, velocity. Physics is Newtonian physics. Let me say it is no physics. No physics means it will not. And there are other options. Okay, damping, drag. I don't remember on the top of my force field setting. Force field or field weights. I'm not sure. Field weights. Okay. Here I think I can. This gravity is 1, right? So this gravity you can this is I'm playing in the reverse. Okay. So this I reduce the gravity. I don't know what happened. It's not coming from I screwed up something. Okay, I don't know. It is, you can play with these parameters, and yeah, now it's working fine. The gravity, if you screw up with the gravity, if you make the gravity 0, what happens? The particles will be flying in the sky, right? Stardust, right? It is not going to fall down, right? So you can play with these parameters here. So a lot of parameters are there, and you can get all these kind of effects that you want for your simulation. Okay. Something I want to try is voids. Void. I don't know how voids will look like. So void is basically, it's behavior like a flock behavior, like group of things fly together, right? A group of birds fly together. So that's a void behavior. So, and this is like that, can get all these nice effects. Okay. You just need patience and you need time to learn all this stuff.
All right. One last thing too is how did you make each particle to be the icosphere?
Okay, I can tell you that. So let me select that object. I don't know, my system is crashed. It's not do okay, now it's fine. Crashing can happen if you are definitely your system is not, I think my system is not showing this. Okay, what I want to tell you is if you go to this particle, I think my system crashed. Too many particles. Now you know that why we need a powerful computer for computer graphics. It's making noise. Let me wait for some time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think is it rendering? Oh.
I'm not sure. It's not rendering. It's making huge sound. Okay, now the option came. Okay. Now go back here, and then where did that option was there, right? So I selected this object first.
Yep.
And then if you go to object, initially it is hollow. So hollow was the default setting, right? You go to the object setting here, and from here you click this square box. From here you select icosphere. In order to add an icosphere, you have to add the scene onto the scene. Let me add a monkey head. Okay, let me go to this. Let me show you Shift A and monkey head. Monkey head. That is the Suzanne. Okay, it added there. That's fine. Wherever it added, it's fine. And if you go back, I mean, if I go to the first layer and select this object, okay, instead of icosphere, I want Suzanne. Now the body will emit only monkey heads. You can see these are monkey heads, right? Are you able to see that?
Yep.
So you can change. There's only going to emit only monkey heads, not the icosphere. Okay. Particle systems are fun to work with. To be honest, you can get different kind of effects: rain, fog, smoke, hair. You know, hair is also model using particle systems. So then flocking behavior. I think here there's an option called void brain. Okay. Oh, I think here let me select flock. Flock means they will all fly together. So you have several options, and you can select. You can play with it. Okay. All right. Any questions you have? Are you able to do at least some part of this one?
Yeah, some part of it. Yep.
Otherwise, you can watch the video again. Okay. And okay, let me try to tell you other stuff, which is about what is the time now? We have until 5. We have half an hour time, so we can do this, I guess. Okay, let me create a new file. And I want you to download. I download this from internet. Okay, this file. This is a green screen file. Okay, I mean, it's a long time since I worked with the green screen, but today I hope I can do it with you. So this background is shot in green screen. What are these? These are called as trackers. Okay, this is to perceive the depth because all are uniform color. So this one is used for motion capturing. They use this star. So these trackers are of different shapes also, because there is no uniform way to tell which trackers work. So usually it is a star, and it is also white. Sometimes they put white contrast, different contrast. They want to track the scene, right? So this is the I got from the internet. You can download any green screen. So let me work whether I can work today or not. Let me just look on to that. So let's go to compositing. So I went to the compositing, and here you have to click use nodes and backdrop. And I don't need render layers. Render layers is basically if you are using 3D models, like this like cube or monkey or whatever you model. So if you want that to be the part of that layer, you have the render layer. Otherwise you don't need this for right now. If you don't need this, press on this one and X on the keyboard to delete that. Okay. And this is material. I don't want material. I want to select the second option here. Okay, I don't know what is this third option. So use nodes and backdrop. Okay, and shift A input. That was an image. So shift A input image. Place this image over here, and shift A and output is viewer. Okay, we want to see on the here. So we are seeing one thing. One thing I forgot to tell how to render that as a movie. Okay, I'll tell if I have time. I'll tell you later. How to render the video. I show you a single frame, right? I showed you how to generate a single frame by pressing that camera icon, but you can render the whole um, whole video, right? I can show you later if I have time. Otherwise, you can Google it. It's not very difficult stuff. Okay, I will take this open, and I have saved in the desktop. So this is a plate. They call plate, and this is the one. And I want to you click on the image, and then I want to connect this to viewer so I can see here. And here I think this is zooming in, zooming out, and Alt V. Okay, Alt. I don't know how to. I forgot. Control V. Oh, it's zooming in. I want to zoom out. Okay, V to zoom out. Okay, and Alt V to zoom in. Okay, to go closer. to come out to move the camera, so you can press V on the keyboard. So I selected that, right? And Shift A, and then I can add a and then another thing you want to add is, I remember, input Shift A. Here also Shift A works. Okay, Shift A image, no, not image. Let me search. I'm looking for one particular node, otherwise it won't work properly. Node, I don't, these are called as nodes. Okay, these are called as node. I don't remember the name of the node. Render layers is not render layers. This output is not color, is not our color. Resize. Okay, let me search resize. Resize is not there. I forgot the name of the node. Size. Image is not the one. Okay, image is to generate this. Okay. Okay, I mean render layers. Okay, let me not worry about that. Okay, you need that properly to resize it, but let me add keying node. Search keying. You can find, no, not this node. Shift A. Keying screen, keying screen or keying. Okay, I need keying. Okay, so this node I need it. Okay, so this node I selected, and what happened is that it has randomly selected some keys, so that's why the object disappears. So I want to click on this white bar. Okay, you download any green screen from the internet. Okay, it need not be this one. I just want to show you how this works. And select this one, and then go here, select a color. Okay, you have to pick the color from, I think I'll pick the darkest color from here. So now those things all went out. Okay, right? And here the lighting is not uniform. Okay, so and I think one way to do this is to do a garbage mat, but let us worry about that later. But you can play with these parameters. Okay, and you want to clip black, you can, what you can do is that you can move this. I don't know how to control shift. Okay, control shift to move to this. So this white part will be our part. Okay, this black part will be the part replaced by the background. Okay, so I will try to play with these parameters. This comes by trial and error and also by experience. Okay, I just try to clip black. I want to remove all this thing, and okay, and clip black. So this is the keying node here, and okay, I try to make, and also there are so many spill, screen balance, pre-blur. Okay, and there are several ways to remove that. We want only this part of the scene, right? So this part we don't need it, so we have to remove that. So these are not needed. So we will see. First we will control shift, and I will go to, can also edges, you can see the edges, and you can I want to move to control shift, and I want to move to image. Okay, I just connected to image. So now I removed as much as green screen I want. I have removed it. Okay, let me shift A on the keyboard, and input image, another image. Shift A, input image. Okay, and now I have to open, I have downloaded another background image from internet. So I think this was the one I downloaded, and I have downloaded that image. So that image looks like this. Let me show that image. So that image looks like this. Okay, Um, I forgot how to make the connections. Shift A. So this will remove the green screen, and I need to have alpha over node, alpha over. So type alpha over. There is another node called as alpha over. Try to do that, and this image this should be connected to uh, this part, and now this image should be connected to the viewer part. And I think move this arrow down. Now I think it replaced with the white stuff is what we wanted the effect to be. Let me try this and connect this. So, and of course the green screen doesn't work perfectly because of as I said, there is a node I have to add. I'm not sure what is that node. Distort, translate, scale. I think scale node. Some node, scale node. Let me just. Yeah, I think this is the render size. I have to know. I have to make this and shift D to duplicate and add this here. Now I have kind of, I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to do over here, but still you have to clean up this, right? So I have removed the green screen and I've attached to the background. Of course, here there are, I mean, this is not a perfect stuff, but at least you can appreciate, how these are done in movies, okay? And if you really want to do this, I want to add, I will wait for you to do, because I'm going to fast. I'll wait for you to do. Okay, I'm not in a hurry. So to see this, these are the nodes we needed. So we needed the image. Okay, we need the scale node, and we need the keying node, and we need alpha over node, and composite for final rendering. For viewing here, I need the view node. Okay, view node, and here there is another scale node and there is another image node. Okay, we are overlapping two images. We are removing the green screen. Okay, and okay, okay. Are you able to get some? I mean, did you download? You can go to Google and you can find any kind of green screen image. Okay. Patrick Jason is here today.
Yes.
Have you done green screen before?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Are you able to do it now?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So you can Google green screen plates. You can go to images. You can get so many from stock images. You can get so many green screen images. Okay, and you can. One important thing to remember is that if you are going to shoot in a green screen, you should not wear a green color shirt. Is that right? Because you are going to become invisible. So this is the final rendering they have done, right? So this is done in all Hollywood movies, right? None of the Hollywood movies is really shot, green screen. Jungle Book, and one of my friend worked in Jungle Book. I told, right, from the University of Calgary, he worked in the Jungle Book. And here Jungle Book, they either use green screen or blue screen, right? So here all these sets were created in computer generated. Okay, someone has some questions. Oh my god. Okay, let's do everyone. Okay, fine. Okay, so here it is in blue screen. Red screen is not used because it will match with our skin tone, so that's why people don't use red screen. So Jungle Book, my friend created trees. Actually, his name is Steven. Okay, he worked along PhD with me. So this is like all these assets, everything was done in you can download green screen plate from Jungle Book and you can replace with your own background. So another thing is that when they have this kind of stuff, they use garbage mat to remove this. Okay, this mic and other stuff, right? Because they use garbage mat to remove this. Okay, so this is how they do in movies. Okay, and and this is very nice. And motion tracking is another huge topic, which I will. So I want to try something. I will wait for you. Are you guys doing it still?
Yeah, I'm catching up.
Okay, I'll wait for 5 more minutes, maybe. You need all these nodes to make a green screen, okay? And something you want to light wrap, okay? There is a tutorial called as light uh, light. You have to also, you have to have a smooth merging of light wrap blender. This is a node again, okay? This is also used in compositor, like how to use a light wrap. So this is very important to mix the background and the and the foreground. So this light wrap tutorial, you can watch light wrap tutorial, and this will give you the real effect that it is not something which is not blending. There is no hard edge. So light wrapping is very important, because there's again a part of the green screen. You have to do light wrap. Also, you have to add node for light wrap, so then it looks like it is like a single image. It doesn't look like it is. Otherwise, it looks copy pasted. Right now, it looks okay, but still it looks copy pasted, because for the reason that Alt V on the keyboard, you can see that there is no fine transition between this image and this image, right? Of course, they do color correction, but if something you want to do is light wrap, and I'm not going to teach you light wrap because it's a very long process. Again, they use light wrap, and they will try to blend these edges properly, because this two doesn't look they are part of the same scene, right? So they have to blend it properly. So that is uh, something you want to learn in the future. So if you have time in during Christmas break, please try to learn Blender, and you don't have to code in Blender. At least you can do some visual effects, right? Now let us do something called as, I hope it will work. Let me just try to go for motion tracking, this option here, and I will open that image. So again, I have to go and I have to go to the desktop. I have to open this plate image, and I have opened this. And here something called the tracking is used to track this point, okay? And tracking, maybe I can if you want to track, this is not a movie, right? This is a single frame, okay? If it's a moving image, you have to track this point, okay? Now they cannot track this, because this is only single frame. This is just a single image. If it's a video, we can track these points, okay? But right now I don't want to do tracking. I want to do something called as this person is part of the scene, right? He should be removed. So I will add him to the garbage mat. Okay, I will control click. I think something clicked. Okay, I don't know what happened. Let me open again desktop, and I want to remove this person. Okay, so I will control click. I have to select mask, okay, not tracking. I have to, so tracking by default, this is tracking. You have to go to the mask, okay, and then you can form a circle, and to close this curve, it is Control C. I think Control C or Alt C. I forgot which one is that. Okay, let me press Alt C on the keyboard. It close the curve. Okay, I don't want. He's part of the scene, right? So I want to remove him. So I just put him. What did I do is that I open the image. Okay, maybe I'm too fast. I'll undo this. Open the image. Desktop, same image. This plate, open that image, and what I want to do is that I want to go for, here it will be by default, it will be tracking, but we don't want tracking, we want only mask. So we'll go to mask, then I will press Control, click on the keyboard, and I am going to form a mask under him, and then I'm going to press Alt C on the keyboard to close this curve. Okay, so this mask, and I can call this mask as man below. So this is the name of the mask. I just man below because to identify, because I can put mask on everything. I have to put the mask. Then what I do is that I go to, again, I go to compositing and shift A on the keyboard, input. There is a thing called as mask. Okay. Add that mask. Okay. And here I can select the man below mask is coming here. It is now able to see that mask. Okay. And he is in the garbage. He should not be there in the scene, right? So he is not in the core. He is in the garbage. So I'll connect this mask to the garbage. He's still in the scene. Let me shift A, input, search invert. I think you can invert. He's not in the, still in the garbage. He's not still removed. I don't know actually. He should be removed. That's what my objective is, to remove him from the scene. But it's not, he's, I don't know. I cannot do for some reason. And TLS, most scene size, shift A, maybe I will duplicate, shift D. I'm not able to remove the him. Okay, I was thinking it should remove that, but for some reason I'm not able to remove the guy. So he should not be there in the, okay, it's not there. So X, if I remove, put directly also, is not removed, is not removed. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. I'm making some mistakes, I guess. It's a long time. Don't put in the core, then he'll be part of the scene. Okay, don't put in the core. Okay, it should be in garbage, but I don't know why I'm not able to remove him. Okay, shift A, invert should work. I forgot. Sorry about that. I don't know. This is not Z command. Shift A, invert. Input. Shift A. Shift A, invert. Let me try one more time. If it's not working, I have to read the tutorial why it's not working. Okay, I place in between this. It's not removing. It's removing the whole. I'm making some mistakes. I'm not sure. Okay, so this, I'm making some mistakes. Not sure why it is not working. This person should be removed. I'm not able to remove that person. I used to remove like that before. I don't know now how to remove the person. This person should not be a part of the scene. So he should be garbage. Okay, that's why I put a mask under him and I create a mask, and then I want to do that, but I'm not able to do. For some reason, I'm not able to do because I'm doing something incorrectly here. You can learn about garbage mat, and I mean, this is the objective. I will remove this. Okay, so this person should not be there. Okay, we want to remove this person from the scene, and it should go for the garbage mat, but it's not going. I don't know why it is not going. Okay, invert factor, maybe it's not. It's not. Core is different. Core means he'll be part of the scene. Okay, core is not right. So core mat, he'll be part of the scene. So it's not core mat. It should be garbage mat, but I'm not able to do. Okay, although I marked it right. And man below. Render size scale. Okay. Core mat is something, you know, core mat is for sure. Let me add another mat. Go to motion tracking. Okay, a mask. Let me add another mask. So this he should be part of the scene, right? So sometimes he's also looks like it is merging. He looks like green color. So we don't want him to be removed, right? So you want him to be the core. So we will draw. We will draw here. Controls. Click. I think it's. I had to create a new mask. Okay. Click this here. Then I create a new mask, and this person should be part of the scene. Okay, I'm making some mistake again. Control click. Okay, make an approx. I don't know why it is. Let me draw from here. Okay, let me draw from here. Control click. He should be part of this. You have to be very careful, and these and all takes a lot of time. Visual effects takes a lot of time. That's why people are see, this is also garbage mat. Okay, this should be part of, this should not be a part of the scene. Okay, but I'm not able to show you for some reason. I'm not able to show you today. But we don't have any further class, but you can Google what is the mistake I'm making. So please learn about garbage mat. If you're interested, learn about garbage mat. And but right now this is core mat. Okay, he should be part of the scene, and this should not be removed. So I'm just I'm not doing with precision. I'm just doing very fast, but usually this and all takes time. You can move this thing. So these should be part of the scene, right? So this should be the core mat. Okay, he should not be removed. Even if he's wearing green color, it doesn't matter, because he should be part of the scene. So I can adjust this points, and I can make the core. So he's the core. Okay, core man. I just put core man because it's core mat. Okay, I place this. So there are two masks. One is man below. This is the mask. I'm not able to remove him from the scene for some reason. Okay, for core man, at least let me just show at least if this works. Okay, compositing, go to compositing, and I will add another node, shift A. I will add node called as uh, again I will add a mask, another mask. Okay, and this time I will select a shift. I will select this man, core man, and I will connect him to the core mat. See, before connection, you see this edges. Can you see this? This is all you should see here. You see that he is removed. Part of this he is merged. See the hole in the shirt. Are you able to see this?
Wait, what? There's a hole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because because that mixed with the green color, right? And it's because he is not wearing a green shirt, but he see there is a hole here, blue color. This is not a perfect screen removal. So what I did was I create a core mat, and now you see the difference. Okay, that part is gone. See, but I didn't draw properly here. So he is, but at least it's gone, right? Part of this. This is the core mat. So core mat means that will be part of the scene. So you know, the green screen component will not affect there. Okay, so this is very this is you have to do with precision. Okay, so this is with precision. Okay, and finally you can add I'm not able to explain only the garbage mat. This should not be part of the scene. For some reason I'm not able to do. I feel very bad about that. I'm not able to do. I connected here. Garbage mat is still in the part of the scene. That this person should not be part of the scene. Okay, I'm not able to do that. Okay, there's some mistake. I don't know what is that, but see, this is the viewer part. If you want to composite it, you want to see the final render, then you want to add the composite node. It is added already here. So I will make a connection. Finally, I make a connection to the composite. Okay, and this is very important. Then only you can see go to this render option, and you can render the final image, and that rendered image will be shown here down. Okay, it's if you want to save this, you can save this. Okay, go to the folder and desktop, accept, and I will save this basically in the overwrite desktop. I will save this image, or I can, there should be a save option. Okay, this is the final output I got, but of course this is not clear. You know, this man should not be there. I'm just, you can save this or otherwise you can, I don't know whether it's saved in the desktop. Okay, desktop image img, just put img. Okay, that's fine, accept. And let me render this. Okay, I don't know whether it put in this folder. It's not, it's still empty. Okay. Okay, I think there's something we have to do for rendering. It has to be so this is rendering with full this one. Okay, frame step is one, start frame and end frame is one. Just one image is there, so let me render this. It's not still, I think, I don't think it's saved in the desktop. I forgot that also, so how to save it, but you can save this image. Okay, save image as save as image. You can save in the desktop like this. So this is how, this option you can save. I can save this image. So this is not a perfectly removed final shot. Okay, just to give you an idea of this green screen I just showed you. Okay, only thing is that I have to remove this. This should be part of the garbage. Okay, and I have to also remove all these trackers. So the trackers should be also the part of the garbage. Okay, this also should be part of the garbage because this is not needed in the scene. It should be removed. I mean, the whole part should be removed. So this is, so you have to be you have to spend a lot of time in correcting everything so that it blends. And also you can add a node to if you go to Blender option here. Okay, let me minimize this. Okay, and you can add Shift A, and you can have a I mean, because I don't know about this. Some people are very good about these colors. They are very good. There is like there is filters, colors, a blur, and I think it's color, and we can do color correction. Okay, there's a node we can add, and output of that you can put this.
Oh yeah, that's a
image.
lot.
What's that?
It's a lot of options.
Yeah, a lot of options. You can change the color of the scene and make to look like it is real. Okay, so the color correction and all, I'm not sure, I don't know how to do, but you can do color correction, and you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, Blender has a lot of options. Okay, you want whatever color you can, because color correction is also important, right? As I said that the light wrap is important, also color correction. Okay, color correction, and there's also, you can highlights, and these are these people, the people who are good in Photoshop knows all these options, who knows Photoshop very well, who knows about colors and how it affects the image, and you can do it. Okay, right? So yeah, so this is what I want to show. Okay, hope I think I think we are, what's the time? 5:15. Okay, I will put this video lecture. This is not going to be in the exam. The exam is going to be only coding. Okay, so I can either code in Python Blender or you can code in 3.js. I hope you enjoyed this course. Okay, and Blender, I mean, if people like Blender, please write in the, what is it called, survey, if you want me to teach this course. But anyway, it is good for the future students. I can teach this course using Blender also. I don't have to use 3.js. Okay, so you can also give your opinion whether this course should be taught in Blender or should be taught in 3.js or maybe other things you find. Okay, the concepts are going to be all same. Okay, please write, please do that online. I think it's called a student opinion survey. Please do that. So it will be definitely useful for the future students. And I hope you enjoyed this course. And good luck with other courses as well, and happy Christmas break. Okay, if you have any questions, please email me. Otherwise, then goodbye. Okay, I'll see you in future courses. Any questions, guys?
No, Professor, thank you, and have a great day.
You too, Hugo.
Thanks, Dr. J.
Yep, Beatrix. Oh,
All right, Professor. It's been good. All
enjoy.
right.
All right.
Thank you.
Shantida, Naeem, bye. See you. Sean, see you. Any questions?